Hey, what's going on, guys? Bearded Storyteller here. I wanted to show off my Winchester Model 1400 Mark II that I just got done restoring here a few days ago. I'm super proud of this thing. I have spent, oh God, I don't even want to begin to try to guess how much money and time that I have put into this thing to restore it. I did everything myself, so man, I'm happy about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sorry about the terrible video quality, by the way, and my front-facing camera on my phone is going. That way I can see what I'm doing. I don't have an actual video camera like a GoPro or a fancy camera, so just kind of gotta work with it. Here we go. Man, look at that beauty right there. Now this is the 30-inch barrel, and it does have the modified choke. It's a fixed choke barrel. It does have the vent ribs up on top. I mean, just look at that baby shine. I tell you what. Oh man, it is so beautiful. So how I got this thing, it came from an estate sale originally. So I believe what happened to this thing was whoever owned it kept it in like the back glass of a pickup truck, because this side of it was horribly sun faded. This thing, like the whole finish was just completely worn off of it, you know. And the fore end was missing completely, which is this wood piece right here. You see, that was missing. The barrel was severely rusted up and everything. It was rough. The buttstock had little holes all in it from where he or she had mounted a cheek rest, and so they literally put nails into the stock of it. So I ended up having to replace the old stock. It was all cracked up here by the receiver as well. So it was too far gone to try to bring back from the dead, basically. The trigger assembly was broke as well. It didn't function. So after several $100s and a lot of hard work, I managed to fully restore this old Winchester here. And man, am I proud of it. As far as the receiver is concerned, this is an aluminum receiver, so you cannot blue aluminum. You cannot do it. So what I ended up having to do was I took this high temperature enamel spray paint. This is kind of like engine paint, barbecue grill paint, you know, Rust-Oleum stuff. And I put on, I think it was like 4 coats total, and then I put just the receiver in the oven at 350 degrees for I think it was 45 minutes, something like that, to bake on the finish as best as possible. And it's durable stuff, man. It's tough. I believe this is about the same process that Winchester used to use back in the factory. They would spray on whatever and then bake on the finish for several hours. I didn't do that for several hours. Obviously the stuff we have now isn't what they used back in the 70s. So anyway, as far as the barrel is concerned, the barrel, man, take a look at that. Shiny. As far as the barrel is concerned, I just used some of this Birchwood Casey Perma Blue. I really wish I would have used the Super Blue, because the finish that's on the barrel itself is kind of more like a black chrome than it is a dark, deep, rich, beautiful blue. But maybe later on I'll go back and redo it. But this was the very first gun I had ever attempted to restore, you know. And Man, I tell you what, I am super proud of this. You're probably thinking, well, you know, it ain't worth anything. It's completely worthless. You know, it's an old Winchester 1400. Don't nobody want those things. Exactly. It's worthless. Therefore, it makes a really good candidate to learn how to restore old guns. What can I say? I have a couple others here that I also did some work to. I'll show you those now. Uh, this one here turned out the best, and I'm super happy about this one. So this one here, this is a Hatsan Escort Magnum 28-inch barrel, AccuChoke barrel, semi-automatic 12 gauge. This is basically just a bird gun is what this thing is. And whenever I got this, I got it from a pawn shop originally. And, you know, it was actually pretty nice, you know, whenever I got it. But it had polymer furniture on it. And the polymer was all scratched up, dinged, and just all tore up and stuff. I only paid like $150 for it out the door. So I literally took this thing home and I bought $200 worth of wood furniture, and I converted it into a wood stock shotgun, you know. And as you can see, it turned out really beautiful. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but there is the Escort logo right here that is kind of engraved into the wood, or checkered into the wood, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But you know, it's got the Escort down here as well. So it literally looks like this furniture belongs on this old shotgun, you know. Of course, it's a semi-automatic. Everything's nice and smooth with it. And yeah, it's an old Turkish shotgun, you know. But they made a good candidate to learn how to, you know, kind of tinker with it a little bit. So I'm pretty happy with this guy. And it functions really nicely too. Never had any issues out of it. This is another one. This right here is a Stevens. Make sure it's unloaded here. This is an old Stevens model 94, and this is a 1963 or 61. I can't remember which, but it's either 63 or 61. When I first got this one, it was just from here up. You know, it didn't have this this stock right here. So this right here is a homemade hickory stock that well, it wasn't easy to make. We'll just say that. So I did make this stock, and I did the best that I could with my knowledge and skills anyway. So, you know, it's not fully 100%. You know, it's got some, I need to put a little butt pad back here and everything. You know, it's still in the works. But as you can see, you know, it turned out okay as well. It's not 100%. It still needs a little bit of love, you know. But this thing was so badly rusted. I think I gave like $50 for it. That's you know, it was literally in the trash bin at my local FFL gun shop that I like to go to. Like, he was just gonna throw it away. You know, it's just worthless. So, you know, but yeah, it's still a work in progress. But you know, I did work on this one a little bit, and it's a 20 gauge for anybody that's wondering. It has a fixed choke design, modified choke, and you know, shoots these little 20 gauge shells. So can shoot 2 3/4 or 3-inch. So that's really cool. But everything's nice and tight. So we got a little side saddle back here, but you know, other than that, just good old shotgun. And then this one here is one that I'm about to start working on here pretty soon. This is an old, I want to say this thing is either late 1950s or very early 1960s. But this thing is a H&R Topper model 158. They didn't make a whole lot of these. But this thing here, man, it's rough. It's pretty rusted up. The finish is pretty much all the way worn off of it. The stock is in pretty rough condition as well. You know, gonna need a whole lot of love out of this thing. And the end of the barrel is really bad. You can see it's badly pitted up and everything. And you know, it does have the front sight, so that's good. This came from my uncle who passed away. His dad bought this for him whenever he was a kid. And he's my uncle through marriage, okay? Just so there's no confusion. Uncle through marriage. But his dad bought this for him when he was a kid. And obviously he didn't take real good care of it. He took it and put it up on top of a counter, a cabinet in his kitchen, and left it there for a whole bunch of years, and the moisture and humidity and everything got to it and rusted it up real bad, especially right in here. So it's gonna take me a while to get this thing back restored and whatnot. It does function. Everything is functional on it. You know, it's a 12 gauge brake barrel. I'm gonna be spending quite a bit of time restoring this old guy here. But yeah, that's another project. So, you know, and I got this because I traded my cousin. My cousin ended up with this, and I ended up getting this through him. Traded him an old revolver that I had for it. A little screw missing down in here. I didn't even know that. I'll have to get that for sure. But yeah, guys, the old Winchester, the 1400 Mark II. Yep. So this guy here, you know, got it all nice and purdied up and all that stuff. You know, this one only shoots 2 3/4 inch shells, so I'm a little kind of bummed out about that. But you know, after all, it is an old school 12 gauge and you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, what do you guys think? Not too bad for my first gun, huh? Not too awful bad. The lighting in here is absolutely horrendous and terrible. But yeah, fully restored. So a lot of people would say, well, you know, it was worth more in its original condition and all that and blah blah blah. Well, not really, because it was in such bad condition. It really wasn't worth much at all, you know. It was terrible. I mean, I got it from the estate sale for like little or nothing. So anyway, I'm pretty proud of that. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to put that down in the comment box below. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching my content. Thank you very much. If you want to, be sure to like and subscribe. And definitely got a few more things coming on the channel. You know, might be inconsistent upload basis, but I've already posted a couple other videos as of recently. So if you want to check out my channel, go down to the links below. And appreciate everybody's time. Thank y'all very much. Have a great day, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.